At least a decent one. All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top right. Representing Alpha X, it is Future. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom left, representing Prep Esports, it's Han Mono. Man, epic timing on the intros. Oof, that was beautiful. Just the bomb, bomb. Super intense. Hey, welcome Euristius. Good to see you here. Byun's dog is the best. That's all you need to say. I'm pulling for Future because Byun's dog is the best. Han Mono, by the way, going with a gas barracks gas as opposed to what has become the more common barracks gas. You'll see that he'll get his factory. Oh, wow. He actually gets his factory very, very quickly here before even building a unit. Is he just going to go straight reactor Hellions? No? Okay, it will be a Reaper. Man, this is kind of crazy. This right here is the future of Terran. He sure is, Fractal Cactal. He sure is. This is a much faster factory than normal in this situation. Will he actually be able to do anything with it, though? That is the big question. He does leave an extra SCV on gas. Normally you go 2-1. In this case, he's gone 3-1, which is kind of funny. Because there's a chance he might lose a bit of mining time instead of going 2-2. Yeah, we see Future going with the 2-2, or well, 2-1 and now 2-2. Oh, and now he fully resaturates, but only after starting up that command center. Han Mono, well, his command center is going to be a little bit later. His orbital command was ever so slightly later. You can see by the total energy. He's just hits 30, and Future's at 34. Emotes turn into emotes in chat now. Poggers. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice when things work out the way they're supposed to. Yeah, that's something that's just annoying, Shady. Unfortunately, it's just something that sucks for Terran. It just sucks for Terran in general. Hey, welcome, Prep Go-Go Man. Han Mono does have a slightly faster starport. Ooh, started up a Cyclone, looks like, and does cancel it to go for the tank. Meanwhile, Future, is he going to go for a quick Raven, or is he going to go Cyclone himself? It is going to be that Cyclone. Future is starting to move forward here, and Han Mono is going to get kind of caught out. Not really paying attention. Unfortunately, does lose one of those Reapers. Future, ooh, great grenades right there. Huge grenades. Takes out both Hellions and most of his opponent's Reapers. He will get chased away, but gets himself a nice little trade there. He ends up killing one Hellion extra and an SCV. And considering the fact that Han Mono was the one with the slightly less economic build, that's an even better situation for Future. He's now up 3 workers. And he's going to be coming across the map with a very, very funny little attack. They're actually going to run into each other. And Han Mono is going to elect to boost forward here. Where is the Cyclone? Where is the Cyclone? Oh, it's inside. No, it's the tank. He did go for the tank. Grenade! Knocking that tank airborne. Where is that Cyclone? I guess he canceled it. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, he's going to try and chase this down. Will he be able to get it? Han Mono's continue to try and attack. I don't think this is the right call. Oh, Future almost got the lock on. You saw the Cyclone at the last second turn towards that medevac. Wasn't able to get the lock on, though. And as a result, Han Mono will get away. You can see the... look at the visual bug of the Reaper healing inside the medevac. So that's the Reaper self-healing. But because he was going over cliffs, it, like, jumped up and down. Very, very funny. Hey, welcome Lion and the Pride. Future getting a little bit supply blocked here. Looks like he wanted to build a second Raven. Future is going to start to move forward. Neither player has started up oh, never mind as I say that. Third command center starts on location. So Future going to cover his kind of greedy third command center with an aggressive move. That is a lot of Vikings here for Han Mono. Oh, his tanks were not sieged, though they were in a medevac. Auto turret just barely get dropped. Now, ooh, nice defensive grenade. And with the landed Vikings, Future is going to get forced back. That was actually a great fight for Han Mono. Did cost him... Oh, it only cost him one Viking. And he killed his opponent's Raven. Still, this is a pretty good situation for Future still. That being said, he's got to be careful. He does not want to lose this command center. Definitely wants to make sure he... definitely wants to make sure that he keeps this command center alive. Oh, the Vikings. Oh, that's very expensive. Gonna lose one of them. Does go for the scan, actually. Future to make sure he picks that off. Wow, Han Mono. Oh, no. He is going to lose both of these tanks right here on a bad rally. And now, adding bad to bad, he is going to land the Vikings. Does get some nice hot pickup micro right there. Actually saves 3 of them. Look at that. Look at that landing and picking up the Vikings. But he needs to land them in order to not lose the medevac full of them. And then, well, he's just going to lose everything. And GG will get called. Future takes it down in game number 1. Just showing a little bit better micro. A little bit cleaner control. Nice job by the American Terran. Yes, so the way that it works in medevacs, only Reapers, only units that would like self-heal would heal in the medevac. But there is a very, very cool thing that a lot of people don't know. So the Reaper regens inside of it. It doesn't heal because of the medevac's heal beam. However, SCVs that are on auto repair will heal up other mechanical units inside of a medevac. So they can heal up tanks, they can heal up Hellbats, they can heal up Hellions, they can heal up Widowmines. They can't heal up Thors because there's not enough room. But they will heal up any oh, they would heal up landed Vikings too, actually. Oh, that's actually very cool. Oh, now I want to see a 3 Viking, 2 SCV landed, or Widowmine, or pardon me, landed Viking drop. Oh boy, you have no idea how badly I want that. They need to be on auto repair. Exactly. Exactly. The theory is that they literally walk around inside the medevac. All right, here we go. Spawning up in the top left, representing Preppy Sports. It's Han Mono. And his opponent. Spawning down in the bottom right. He is getting cheeky. Representing Alpha X, it's Future. In the blue. This is going to be a proxy 2-racks. And he's going for the 14-14 version of the proxy 2-racks. So he is going to cut SCVs to get the quicker barracks. And this is going to be very difficult to deal with for Han Mono. So for a long time, gas barracks gas meant that proxy Reaper just didn't work. But as players got a little greedier and barracks gas became a thing, which of course delays your factory just a tiny bit, it was able to deal with the proxy Reaper very well when it's the standard proxy Reaper at like 16 or maybe 15 or 16. I think 16 supply, 17 supply, but because this one hits a little bit earlier at 14 supply and 14 supply, it's a lot more committed. Your SCV count is a fair bit lower. As you can see, he's down 3 SCVs already, but it hits quite a bit earlier and can potentially just knock out an opponent, even if they have gone for that barracks gas, that factory opening, factory expand. And Future, I love that he's gone for this with a 1-0 lead in the series. We'll just pretend like I didn't forget to update that. The other thing that's good about this for the Terran player that makes it good is because your SCV count is lower, you don't need a supply depot for a while longer. Oh, this Reaper. Oh, no. Future has this calculated, apparently, down to perfection. Han Mono is going to find this, but his Reaper is out on the map. Now, he will be able to send it back home. Oh, fortunately for him, he does close the depot door. This is going to be so much damage already, though. Oh, no, and his Reaper is going to get jumped on. That is a dead Reaper, and that is potentially a dead Han Mono. 3 SCVs already going down. Reapers will escape to the low ground, and now more and more of them are going to show on up. Hellion will start to be built, so he might be able to stabilize. Oh, we're actually going to see Future. Big mistake right there. Why did he just rally through the base? Oh, very bad pathing there. Just cost him a Reaper. And might have cost him the ability to snowball this game. That being said, that one Hellion takes a lot of damage. We're going to be seeing these Reapers kind of just setting up here on these depots. Going to be going to town on them. Actually going to get a lot of damage done. He could potentially just sit on the ramp and kill that depot. Or at the very least, force the SCVs forward. But now that there's a second Hellion, he doesn't really want to tussle. And yeah, he's just going to build one more Reaper and will kind of send the... Well, not kind of. He'll send the barracks home. Going to be a Cyclone behind us. Ooh, I wouldn't mind to see him, yeah, just use the barracks for vision. And just try and kill that depot from the low ground. Oh, this is so cool. He's going to block the repair. Oh, that is so sexy. Oh my god, that is so cool. Blocks the repair and also blocks the concave. Yo, Future, what a pimp play. God, that was awesome. And now he is going to force Han Mono into a bit of an awkward engagement. That being said, Han Mono, oh, if he can get some big Hellion shots, but he's not going to be able to. Oh. Barracks wants to deny the positioning once again. Future is playing very cool here. If there were one more Reaper at the outset, if he hadn't lost that Reaper, he might have actually snowballed this game. As crazy it is to say, oh, look at the grenades right there. But with a land on the low ground, Han Mono, I think, can get that one Reaper. Oh, actually, he gets one of them, but the other ones will escape. Ultimately, this is all pretty small potatoes. Ooh, Cyclone shows up. Future runs back in kind of to his death. The barracks micro was very, very cool. That was very cool. All things considered, though, Han Mono's in a very decent spot. Oh, barracks does fall. Well, finally. Future, though, does actually have an economic lead out of this. And he's building a third command center. So is Han Mono. I wonder if Future had... If he had waited for... or if he could have waited for 3 Reapers. If he hadn't gotten scouted, maybe he could have gotten a much bigger jump on his opponent. Future's going to start up Viking production here. We are seeing a bit of a push coming in from Han Mono. This 4 Marine medevac tank drop is very scary to deal with, generally speaking. And this one's even more so because there are, well, there is a Cyclone with it. And a couple Hellions. That Reaper, probably not going to add too much, but maybe a good grenade can be annoying and potentially difficult to deal with. Siege tanks from Future, though, are going to be well set up to deal with this. That being said, Han Mono does siege pretty far forward. We will see the Cyclone lock on, not quite able to take down that tank. Oh, and it's going to be Han Mono getting caught here. And now the medevac is on, or gets interference matrixed. And that will mean that all the units go down. Han Mono does get one of Future's tanks, but he's even going to get the kill on the medevac. Does drop out the Hellion, but that's not enough right there. Great defensive trade right there for Future. Kills off pretty much the entire force. Only losing 1 tank. And I guess one of the Reapers? No, he didn't even lose the Reaper. Damn. Hey, thank you very much, Esquire. Appreciate that. The 5 USD. Thank you very much. Viking count for Future is going to start to get spruced up here. Well, it's already been spruced up. It's going to start to get even higher. And Future, with a very small number of units, might be able to deny the third base for a long time. Might even be able to get real nasty with how he positions these units. Han Mono does see where he is, though, now. Oh, this tank somehow is not in range. Look at this. You can see the wireframe. Just barely not in range. Future is going to be landing his third command center, so he will start to get ahead economically from this. And that's a lot of Vikings he's building here. Already going up to 6 Vikings, 4 of them rallying across the map. It's also worth noting that Stim is done for Future. It has not started for Han Mono. That being said, he's got 1-1, a third of the way, 40% of the way done. That is kind of crazy. Upgrades in this matchup are very important, but so is Stim. And Han Mono doesn't realize that he's forgotten that. Oh, we are going to see an auto turret coming down. Auto turrets coming down from both players. Tank will win the duel from Han Mono, but he will still lose his own tank. Loses a couple of... Well, he loses one of his Ravens. Oh, man. So it's a tank and a Raven for just a tank. Yeah, Future's in such a good position. Wait a minute. It looks like Future lost 5 SCVs somewhere. Did I miss that? I feel like I didn't, but... maybe that happened during the attack. We're going to see the reactor and the supply depot go down. And that means that... well, that means that Future is going to be able to, for one, camp this production of Vikings. Boom. Blows it up immediately. Han Mono, he's going to try and come on in here. His 1-1 is done. He's pulling SCVs into this. Scan comes in from Future. That's going to allow him to siege up prematurely. Oh, man, this is so nasty to deal with. Even the command center going to take... Actually, this command center might actually fall. It puts him on a big timer. Interference Matrix, I guess, is nice on his opponent's Raven, but there's no Stim. And Han Mono is going to take some devastating losses. Now, Future was a little late to land the tanks, so he's not going to be able to... land the Vikings. So he's not going to be able to actually help out there, but I think it's actually better for him that he doesn't. I think it's actually much better for him that he doesn't. Because now there's still no Stim. Even though these units have 1-1. Well, actually, no. There's... Yeah, he's got to be pushed back. Future, that is. Future was a little bit late to add on... Actually, he still hasn't built... Okay, there we go. Engineering Bay is just now finished. Just starts his 1-1. Han Mono, if he can manage to hold and kind of stabilize this game, could be in a very good position. But that's a big if. Future is now moving forward with an actual army. Oh, he's going to be adding on more barracks here. He's just going to go for a big commitment here. And I honestly don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. We will see the tanks sieging on up, but it looks like Han Mono does get the vision of this. Big Stim coming on down. Not going to achieve much of anything. He does take down the Liberator, which is actually very, very important, because that Liberator was going to start to push him back. I would love to see Future just going full bore on Liberators at this point. He's adding on a couple medevacs, but I really think Liberators can just close out this game at this point. Future... Actually, oh no, he does have combat shields. Ooh, these tanks are going to land, and they will be in range of this gas. They will just get the free kill there. Denying gas mining, very, very good in this matchup. Oh, Vikings could potentially land, but no, the medevacs are going to drop behind the natural expansion. I like that a lot more. No reason to try and jump on those tanks, and he can just get a gas and then get out once again. Deny both gases into natural. Beautiful. Beautiful little move. I'm really liking this out of Future right now. 2-2 does start up for Han Mono, but Future's 2-2, despite the fact that his 1-1 started after Han Mono's was done, it's still only going to be a little bit behind. Oh, and a couple medevacs are going to get picked off. There is that Viking control really coming in big. More reactors coming on down. We see we've got 7 reactors for those barracks. Going to be building 15 Marines at a time. Very strange that Future elected to not go for the double factory since he did get a 4th base. Why is Red refusing to build Vikings? He knows he can't catch up. Oh, and speaking of not being able to catch up, he was supply blocked here. Couple of supply depots do finish on up, but he is already like back up to the supply cap. He needs like 3 more depots, 4 more depots. Starting to come apart under the pressure here. Future, he's just holding this position and denying all this gas mining. Han Mono, oh, will get scanned, and that is going to be Future taking down another tank. And there are those Liberators. Like I said, I don't think there's much of anything Han Mono can do against this. Big Stim coming in from Future. He is just going to YOLO into this. Not necessarily the best move. He can still just siege those Liberators on top of this and then move forward with the Marines. But he does take a bit of a bloody nose. That being said, he is still completely in control of this game. We do have a few bio units coming in on the right side. They will find a sensor tower, which is nice. Future has since added on a second factory, by the way. 2-2 for Hanmano is going to finish up pretty shortly, but it's not done yet. Hanmano trying to escape on out with these Marines, and he might actually be able to get away with them. Future will siege his tanks up. Kind of fun. I can't believe that this Bioforce like walked through the fourth base, and then just got away. Sniped a sensor tower, and that was it, and then just ran. Liberators are going to move on forward, as will the tanks. Hanmano sieges or stims forward. Not the right call. Going to lose a lot of units here. We do see him trying to flank on in, but his units were just way out of position. And now the Liberators will push this back once again. Well, it's just the one Liberator. A couple of them did get picked off, but this is still looking very, very good. We do see a counterattack coming in from Hanmano, and he does have that 2-2. Future, though, is going to be able to lift the command center. Well, actually, no, he's not going to be able to lift the command center. He'll save the SCVs, but the command center ultimately does fall. Future's 2-2 will complete in just a moment. Hanmano making a couple of nice moves here in the last little bit. Still, Future is continuing to push forward, continuing to pinch him off. And, oh, he's going to get a counter kill on this base. Yeah, there's not going to be any repair. He pulled the SCVs. He was just hoping he would get away, and it will fall. And I think Future still, well, Future definitely still has control of this game. Now, there is another command center ready to be built. 56 SCVs at the natural. Oh, my God. There are more Marines here for Hanmano. So he's actually going to be able to chase Future back in this small kind of engagement. Will even target fire down the tank, which is nice. Oh, and he's going to gun down so many SCVs. 16 SCVs dying in a blink of an eye. Stimmed Marines are so good. So good. Hanmano, though, oh, he can kill the command center. Okay, he is going to get the cancel there. Future was waiting for that. Of course, Hanmano was focusing on the other side of the map. Ooh, big SCV pull coming on in. If there was medevac energy, Hanmano could have turned and fought against that number of units, but there was not. Now, the Liberators are still a problem for Hanmano. This is just pure tank Viking Liberator right now for Future. No Marines with this. And Hanmano, if he can, like, drag and drop on top of these tanks, like, if he can drop, like, 3 or 4 medevacs on top of these tanks, he will crush this army. In fact, he's going to try and just flank it, and he will actually take down all of the tanks. How many SCVs is it going to cost him? Not even that many. Only going to lose 4 SCVs. Does lose a lot of Marines, but Hanmano ultimately cleans that up. And you know what? He's going to be on 3-3. Future forgot his +3 armor. No, I still like this position for Future. He's still... Oh, there we go. He starts up the +3 armor now. Yeah, Future... I mean, he lost a lot of tanks there. Yeah, it's 7 tanks to 4. The Liberators... Oh, man, Future really just needs to build Liberators. He's building more Vikings. He doesn't need to. Oh, and another orbital command will fall. These tanks are actually shelling the hell out of Future right here. Hanmano does take a lot of tank shots himself, so he will be forced back. There's still a 50 army supply lead for Future. Hanmano needed to hold that position, and he needed to just trade cost efficiently for an extremely long period of time. Future is building 5 SCVs at a time, by the way. 5 SCVs at a time. Hanmano going to lift off his main command center. He really needs to send some of these SCVs from the natural. He still never retook those gases, by the way. He just let them be dead. Hanmano really needs to, like, focus on optimizing his mining. As it is, he is not building tanks, and now Future is back up to... Well, he's caught up in the tank count. Oh, we are going to see a couple of medevacs going down. Hanmano will try and siege up, push these Marines back, but Future... Well, actually, Hanmano's got the better upgrades. He's got 3-3 versus 3-2. We're going to see him go for the fight here, but the tanks actually blocked the concave so horrendously. I don't know that he would have won that game anyways, but that tank, the block on those tanks really, really hurt him. Like, really freaking hurt him. Oh, man. Duckers. More duck. And now we're heading to game 3. Well played right there by Future. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. All right, Hardwire is going to be game number 3. Could be the last one of the day. Ooh, that's perfect. All right, let's get into game number 3. Who is Han Mono, an alternate dimensions Han Solo? Yep. Spawning up in the top right, representing Prep Esports. It's Han Mono in the red. And his opponent, spawning down on the bottom left, showing a mastery of TVT. It is Alpha X's Future. Future in the blue. Yeah, Future is a cool ID. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'm glad to see him back, by the way. Ooh, look at this Han Mono scouting around for a potential proxy Rax. And that's the power of Future in this, from that game number 2. Going for that proxy Rax. How you doing, by the way, Arjun? Good to see you here. I'm secretly happy that it might be a quick day today, since I did get some food and I didn't get a chance to finish it all. So, yeah, he's a really nice addition to the NA scene. I really like when scenes have at least one player of each race that is very, very good. Of course, we have Scarlet, who's extremely good at Zerg. We have Estrella, who's very good at Protoss. I'm not going to say Neeb right now, because I actually think that Neeb is... I think that he's chilling. I don't think he's doing much anymore. I want him to be doing a lot. I want him to be very good at the game, and he has been very good at the game. But until I see him doing well at another event, he dropped out of DreamHack Masters Last Chance Closed Qualifier. Special, yes. And don't forget about Cyril from Texas. Special, true. I always think of him as Latin America, but he is North America. He is North America. But I think of... Yeah, I think of like DreamHack Master stuff, you know? Maybe you just need some time. I hope so. I really hope so. I honestly hope he's good, you know? Because I know that he's hard on himself too. Like, he's really, really unfair to himself in a lot of ways. This is kind of interesting. Han Mono might just hope that Future is moving out and then try and get in with those Reapers. Oh man, in 2016, 2017, he was so utterly dominant in the foreign scene. He had such a quick grasp of Legacy of the Void. He was so good at it right out of the gate. This is very fortunate, by the way, for Hanmano. He's going to get in here, and there are no units. Absolutely none. This is going to be a lot of dead SCVs. Meanwhile, there's a Cyclone and a couple Marines on the other side of the map. We will see at least 2 SCVs going down on the other side, but Future's going to suffer way more damage. Hanmano, though, will he be able... But he's microing quite nicely. He's going to pick off so many SCVs. 8 SCVs going to fall. 9, 10. Do we have 11? We do have 11 SCVs. Oh, this is so much damage. Hanmano going for the huge counterattack. Future, though, will take down these units that had the audacity to kill his stuff, and the female Karak takes survives with 2 HP. Future needs to get a lot done. He needs to get a lot done to try and come back in this game. He is going for this 4 Marine tank drop as well. Oh, no, he's not. What? Okay, he builds the medevac. Oh, is he just going to load up 2 tanks into it? Oh, what? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is going to be an 8 Marine, 2 tank, 2 medevac drop. Oh, this is so cool. God, I love this. Yeah, I actually agree with you, Senior Lobo. I actually agree with you 100%. At the very least, they should play like the playoffs should be intermingled or something, you know? They are going to be changing up the format a little bit. Ooh, Marine does spot this, but will that be enough? Tanks are going to unload, and they will be able to siege on up here. Cyclones are going to lock on, but not onto the tanks. Well, SCVs are going to get pulled. This will be, well, actually not that much damage. 8 SCVs go down. That was a pretty decent cleanup from Hanmano. Does put Future back into the SCV lead, though. 2 tanks for a Cyclone. He did kill the Raven, it looks like. Yeah, he killed the Raven. That's actually really big. That's actually really big. If it wasn't for that Raven kill, I would say that Hanmano's in a pretty good spot. Cloaked Banshees gonna come on out. Future says, I'm gonna get across the map and I'm gonna just kill you with Banshees. And there's not gonna be any defenses. He is not gonna have anything to defend against this. He will have Vikings coming out, and there will be scan energy. Future does spot this army. Oh, look at the hot pickup. He breaks the Cyclone lock on. Says no unit left behind. I don't care if it is a Reaper. It has value to me. It's real to me, damn it. Banshees. Well. Oh, SCV's going to come on in here for the pull on top of this army. He will lose a lot of SCVs as the Marines behind them are soaking up quite a bit. Raven. Oh, man. 19 SCVs going down. Meanwhile, though, Future will hold. And on the other side of the map, we are going to see a lot of damage coming on in. Cloak up, cloak up, cloak up. Oh, not going to be able to cloak up. Future will actually lose even more SCVs here. Hanmano is looking like he could definitely take game number 3 here. He is in a very, very good spot in this game. So even though there was scan energy available, at least if he cloaked up, he would have forced the scan. Hanmano, he's got quite a few SCVs queued up. If he canceled 1 or 2 of those, he could start up more production, start up a couple NG bays. He could be in a really good spot. He's still in a really good spot. He's up 12 SCVs. But Future does have 3 command centers. That is Future's big advantage in this game. That is a good way of putting that, Arjun. They're beating each other to death with phone books and bags of oranges. No bruises. No bruising. Oh, Hanmano. Look at this. Going to set up these Vikings in position and will find these the second cloak Banshee. Future was really hoping to get some counter damage, some return damage with that. That being said, he is going to drop in this double medevac. Once again, actually sieging the tank on that tank ledge. Something we just don't see. I actually think that was an accident. I don't think he intended to do so. Oh, will manage to get away with these 2 tanks, but he loses both medevacs and most of the Marines. However, Future, he's only 4 SCVs down now. Maybe Han Mono struggling a little bit with his SCV production. Oh, we are going to see... He wants to land those Vikings on the tank. Oh, he is going to cut them off. He is going to cut them off. He's trying to body block them. And will manage to do... Well, will manage to pick off one of those tanks. Oh, he is going to potentially get the other one. No, it will just manage to escape. Han Mono, though. He is pushing forward with 4 of his own tanks. That is a lot of landed Vikings here. And he does have stim on the Marines. Funnily enough, no Marines, though. Wisely not sieging, actually, here. Han Mono, yeah, he's going to force a game number 4. Nice job from the South Korean Terran. Well done, and he will not go quietly into the night. Very, very nice job. Let's go, Han Mono. Close series are always better than one-sided series. That will almost always be true. Just going to run a 1-minute ad once again. This fella's making a statement. He is. He is. By the way, if you click that thing, it will give me 5 bits. If you click any of the things on that, so that's, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if you want to do that. You don't have to, but costs you nothing. Literally just 1 clickerino, and you can give me a shiny new nickel. Also, if you guys want to support the stream, of course you know all the ways to do it. Would be very much appreciated. What do you mean watching Rogue 4-1-0 in less than 40 minutes is amazing? Yeah, that was hot garbage. That was actually just the worst. The unfortunate thing... Oh, you got a standard ad instead? Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Kind of feel like games that last longer than 30 minutes are worse than games less than 5 minutes. It's very dependent. It's very dependent. Yeah, exactly, Canada Meats. Exactly. So games that last longer than 30 minutes can be very good. They can be very good. They can be very interesting. But they can also be a slog. It all depends on how it happens. If it's close and back and forth, great. Hit me up with that. If it's like one-sided and one player's just turtling and the other player's been dead for like 25 minutes, yeah, that sucks. No one wants to watch that. No one wants to watch that. Firecake versus Mana, anybody? All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right. Representing Alpha X. It's Future. In the red. Making his triumphant return. And his opponent striking back in game number 3. Representing Prep Esports. It's Han Mono. In the blue. Prep Esports, a very cool team, by the way. Very cool little team. Thank you very much, Stretch, for the Tier 1 resub at 18 months. And the 5-month streak. I honestly think you're right. You called it like very early. You said Rogue was going to win IEM, Some Drunk Canadian, quite a while ago. And it is looking very, very likely that he will do so. I think the only player that can really stop him is Maru. And I got to say, this is a really good map pool for Zerg. Honestly, it's not that I don't want Rogue to win. I don't want a Zerg player to win because we are going to get a lot of people very, very salty about everything. The funny thing is, I don't even think Zerg is... Well, No, I don't think Zerg is overpowered. I don't think it is. I think only thing is that Protoss has... I think it's just poorly designed. I think like the game is in a bit of a rough place in PvZ. I would like to see a slight nerf to lurkers, but I think only adaptive talents needs to be nerfed. The problem is, in order to accommodate that, you need to nerf Void Rays, you need to nerf adaptive talons. I think you need to nerf Drilling Claws a little bit. And I think maybe if you're going to nerf adaptive talons, I think you do a slight nerf to the ghost channeling. Like for the snipe, I think you maybe make it take like 0.2 seconds longer. And then a slight nerf to disruptors, maybe? I know nerfing things is boring, and like people don't like that. But in that case, maybe we buff Glaive Adepts. Maybe we buff Adepts in some way, so that they're better in the late game. Maybe give Zealots back a small amount of impact charge damage. I don't know. I don't think... I think the players that are... The people that are saying that Protoss is like underpowered, though, are very, very wrong. I will say that. Ghosts are too expensive to nerf. The thing is, they just counter pretty much all of Zerg late game. That's the only thing that sucks. Han Mono is... I actually don't know how long he's been playing. He is relatively new. Chest pumping Death Zealots were awesome. Yeah, when they had their +8 charge damage, they were so strong. Actually, Mothership... Okay, Mothership is actually the most underutilized and incorrectly utilized unit in the entire Protoss arsenal. By far. So the only person who's using the Mothership correctly is Zest. And Trap did it recently today versus Rogue, where he actually recalled into his opponent's main base from just below it. Like he literally had the Mothership with the army, and then he just used it to bypass the ramp entirely. It was so good. This is a cool little drop from Future coming in, by the way. Once again, going to be going for that 4 Marine tank drop. This is going to be very difficult to deal with for Han Mono. Ooh, double Cyclone lock-on onto the medevac. Will get it here. He is going to lose both Cyclones. No, he just barely saves it. Oh, that's really nice. Reaper grenades. Oh, killing off a couple extra Marines. Overall, that went pretty well for Han Mono. Actually, that went very well. Yeah, he kills off the medevac, the tank. Basically, he trades out... So when you nullify 4 Marines for 4 Marines, 2 Reapers for 2 Reapers, he traded out 1 Cyclone for a tank, a medevac, and a Hellion. Now, Future does still have a couple more SCVs, but that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Void Ray speed increased by 5 times. They might have changed match. Yeah, I think they did change colors mid-match. Yeah, you're right about that, Campo Chess. Honestly, I don't pay that much attention to the colors other than making sure that the player names are on the right side relative. So, like, since Future's in the bottom right, I want to make sure that he is on the bottom. They did keep screwing around with Hydras. Single upgrade for both was very, very silly. That is true. Single upgrade for both was very silly. I mean, in ZVP, that feels like it would be a good decision there, some drunk Canadian, because it would actually make me stop building Hydras in ZVP. Yes, there was. Yeah. You could just go mass. You just go Hydra Ling in ZVP and roll over Protosses. It was really silly. Future does have his 1-1 on the way. Han Mono is going to be starting to put some pressure on. He does have quite a bit of Raven energy. Future's got a good amount of Raven energy as well. Future is going to lose a couple of SCVs here. Han Mono starting to look pretty good in this game number 4 as well. There is some very real possibility that he could force a game 5. Did I really caster curse like a 700 MMR difference? There's no way. I was like, oh man, I'm looking forward to eating food. And then that triggered the caster curse. So you know what? I'm pretty sure I'm a JoJo character, and my stand is extending series past their logical conclusion. Can you oh man, do you remember when Microbial Shroud was actually an upgrade? That was so funny. That was so funny. They're like, yeah, we invented the solution to Sky Toss. Ooh, very big tank shots to the face. Oh god, that's expensive for Hanmano. And now Future has taken an army supply lead and gotten ahead in the efficiency. Yeah, quite a few Marines getting taken out right there. Yeah, the Infested Terran. Infested Terran was so good. Their little rockets were just insane. Man, it was so easy to win. It was so easy to win. Don't forget the most critical change, observer speed. Yeah. To be fair, that was a pretty obnoxious thing. I actually agree with that one. The observer range, or observers like escaping detection range too easily. Cyril with Infested Terrans, yeah, he was not stoppable in that matchup. Cleaning bot should be able to clear creep. Or you could just make the map where places like this, creep just doesn't spawn in. That's a thing that I'm seeing becoming actually a bit of a problem in some pro matches, and it still hasn't been addressed. It's been months. Yeah, the way they worded it was very funny, because it was literally like, you could tell it was a salty Terran who wrote that. Future does have 1-1 done, by the way, and 2-2 is on the way. Both players' combat shields, though, almost identically timed. Man, like, yeah, they're like within like a quarter of a second of each other. This is to reduce salt, actually. The thing is, especially when you word it like that, it actually sounds even like more logical. Makes even more sense. Because you want the game to be fun. You don't want it to be frustrating. Both players do have basically maxed out energy ravens. Now they do have maxed out energy ravens. So that's either 8 auto turrets or 4 interference matrices and 2 auto turrets. Ooh, Viking count is in favor of Hanmano. Future's got to be very careful. Yeah, look at this combat shield timing. Down to like a second. Yep. Yeah, that sounds right, Fantasy TY fanboy. Yeah. I remember a lot of games like that. The problem too was that you could just rapid fire out as many Infested Terrans as you want. There was no punishment. It was the easiest. Like, I feel like if I had gone back in time and played it correctly around that time, yeah, it would have been really good. Oh man, the Mothership Core was so insanely good. It was so insanely good. We are going to be seeing Future moving out to the left side. I don't think Hanmano knows about this army. Scan comes down and sees that there's no army at home. Ooh, Future is going to outposition him, and Future will have 2-2. He is going to move into position in the natural. Oh, this is so devastating. And he gets the quicker siege. Interference matrices coming on down, but it's a little bit too late, I think. Auto turrets will get dropped by Future, and he is going to crush through in this game number 4, and GG well played gets called. All of a sudden, just like that, it is over. And Future is the champion of this PSISTORM Open Cup. Very, very well done by Future. Damn, he just showed up and outmaneuvered his opponent. Hanmano was not prepared, starting to move out himself. Very, very well done by Future. That was a cool little match. By the way, Trigger did 2-0 Kashmir in the third place match. Well played by by Future. I can't believe Hanmano got more loose change on him than Future did versus Trigger. It's kind of funny. Future takes it down. He is your champion, and he will collect himself a few dollary dues. And that is going to do it for me.